Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm still alive, if you didn't know. So tonight, it's going to be a bit of a different video. I am making dinner for tonight. So we're going to make a balsamic vinegar, some chicken breasts. Right there. Purdue, not sponsored. And I'm going to get right into this. So for my recipe, I always you want to have an empty cup with your spoon, and then you get into our sauces. So this is a simply organic grilled seasoning for chicken. You can find this at any King Supers around in your spice section. Then we also have a bit of Bragg. It's organic sprinkle with herbs, spices, seasoning. You can find this at any Sprouts or King Supers, I believe. And we're also going to be using just a tad of balsamic vinegar. Newman's Origin, or organic. And then for the main ingredient is our chickens. So fresh chicken breasts by Purdue. I do suggest Purdue because they make some high quality chicken, fresh, never frozen. So it usually comes with five chickens. I'm not gonna eat all this. I don't know, maybe. So I don't know. Just get started, I guess. Okay, that's gross. Liquids everywhere. Make sure to play some music in the background when you make food. Little known fact that if you play music while you're doing something, you actually work faster. That guy in there. I would suggest wearing gloves when dealing with raw things, but you don't have to. You can always just go all raw with your hands and just right out of there. Try not to get too much juice from the bags into your pan, because that'll change the taste of your chicken. Oh, goodness. Wipe off my hands. So juicy. Wait, where's the... Okay. Alright. So there's all our chickens, nice and warmed up. We got 5 of them. We're just going to put that to our side. And let's start working on our sauce. Or really our rub, because we're going to be putting this, all of this that goes in this cup onto all these sides. Then we're going to flip them and do the other sides. So I'd say use about, I mean, go as you feel. Kind of, you gotta feel these kinds of things out. So that's about two teaspoons. Move that out. Let's need some more. And then get our Bragg. we'll do about a 50-50 mix. So it'll be 2 teaspoons of our Simply Organic and about 2 teaspoons of brag. Then we just want to shake it up a bit. Try and get all those seasonings nice and mixed together. We kind of want to flip up so that the seasoning comes up and then out. There we get a go. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Nobody has to know except everyone that watches this video. Alrighty. So, now we have our seasonings all nice and mixed. You can also mix it with your finger. Just make sure you wash your fingers first. They're touching all that raw chicken. Actually, I think we're going to do a little bit more of this stuff. So it looks a little herby, as you can see. Right about there. Looks a lot more herby. So we're just going to drizzle more of this guy on. So now we have really more of our chicken here. We got about 2.5 teaspoons of this, and then about 2 teaspoons of this guy. I'll put these guys away. And now comes the fun part, which is we're gonna basically do a balsamic kind of dredge in it. We're gonna lightly coat this, just so it makes more of like a paste, kinda. And we're gonna slap it on our chicken, and that should hold in the chicken a lot better. Now you can tell just from that little drizzle that I did, it's already starting to clump up a bit, so we're going to do just a little bit more. Then we're going to grab our spoon and make sure that all of that is nice and mixed up with the balsamic vinegar. I'm going to give that a little smell. Ooh, it's got some nice taste to it, or, well, maybe, we'll taste it. Always taste as you go with your spices. You don't want too much of one thing and not enough of another. Yeah, you can really taste the balsamic, but it's really nice and coagulated with all the rest. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take a bit of olive oil. This is really simple olive oil. You can find it at basically any food market. This is extra virgin olive oil. And yes, there is a difference between the virginity of olives. Just do a light drizzle in that olive oil and then mix it back up. What this will do is it will bring a more kind of tangy taste to it, as that olive oil and the balsamic will try and mix together, even though it's two different oils, but you're combining them with the spices. We're going to give it a little taste. Okay. So there's a little bit too much maybe of the balsamic. It's okay. So we're gonna bring our herbs back out. Oh god, not this again. I'm just gonna add some more in there. Because remember, we gotta do both sides of the chicken. So we just added about half a teaspoon of both. Now we'll just get those nice. Alright, we're back. That was embarrassing. Freaking batteries dying. These batteries die like nothing else, I'll tell you what. Alright. So now we've added about 4 teaspoons of our spices. And then about like 1/8 of a teaspoon of our balsamic vinegar and our olive oil. This come out to, give this a little taste. Yep. Really taste that balsamic. So, what we're doing now that we have that with us is we're going to take it, fill up about half of your spoon, and we're just going to dump it right on our chicken. We're going to get a nice even spread on this guy. Try and get it nice and light. You don't want to go too heavy on these spices, because then you can't taste your meat. And we're gonna lose a lot of the spice too once we go to the grill. Alright, so that's one of our sides completed. Now we're just going to flip these, and then we're going to season the other side, and we're going to go start up the grill. Alright, now that we have both sides of our chicken all seasoned, really nice, you see that I did a little bit of a lighter seasoning on this side, but we have used all of our seasoning up, which is good, because we don't want too much excess. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go outside, we're going to start up the grill, and then we're going to get frying these guys once that's ready. Oh, that's the wrong one. So complicated here. Alright, there we go. Alright. Make sure our propane's on. Alright, now close that guy up. Open this guy. Look at that. It's beautiful. We'll just turn this down high. Grab just the lighter. Stick it way in there. Oh yeah, that's what you like. Then turn it 1, 2, 1. Excellent. We got those going. Close that. That guy is gonna go to about there. This is broken. That's okay. So, once that grill comes up to a nice temperature, we're going to take our name it. We're going to take trusty tongs out with us. We're going to scoop. We're going to flip them. We'll take you along for the ride. Alright, as you can see, we're back outside. Grill's come up to the temperature. And we even cleaned off the grates. And now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our tongs and get these guys on there. Now these are really kind of thin strips of chicken. So we don't want to cook them for too long. We really just want to get them on there first of all. Once they're all on there, I'm going to close the grill so we can retain all that heat. When you're outside of your grill, make sure you bring a knife. This isn't really the best knife for this, but it's okay. Because once we have them cooked to the way we want them to look, we're going to cut in the middle and see how they're cooked on the inside. If they're cooked good, we'll pull them off and bring them back inside. So as you can see there, they're already starting to become white, which is really good. That means our temperature is nice and good for them. But really we're just going to need to flip this one more time, and then maybe another time, and we'll see how they're cooked on the inside. If they're cooked all nice, we'll pull them off. And honestly, this is about like a 5 to 10 minute process. It's really quick, really easy to cook. So if you see the charred meat right about there, or the charred area, that's really what you want, because it's like a gristle on a steak. That's really, really good on chicken. Alright, so now we got our knife here. We're just gonna cut right into these guys. So what you're really looking for is just the white, nice and tender meat that chicken always has come in. And the reason I'm cutting all these open is because they're not all the same thickness. Some could cook more, some could cook less. And these all look perfect, so what I'm going to do is we're going to put that aside. We're just going to go real quick over towards our pan. These all look delicious, and we're going to try and savor that chicken. And as you can see, there's still so much spice that we lost right there. So, close that up, turn off our heats, and we'll head back inside where we'll aluminum foil these guys, right here. Wrap aluminum all around there to keep that heat in. Alright everybody, so that was cooking chicken. You know, the balsamic blend of spices and our olive oils as well. That was cooking the chicken. If you want to see more videos like this, please leave a like below. Maybe a comment on what I should try and cook next, because those look delicious and I'm very hungry.